Okay guys, now we're going to take a look at how to reverse engineer an overhead Kimura through task-based games. Okay, so I'm going to start in the full overhead position. Right here now, ideally when I have an overhead Kimura, this bottom arm would be trapped either under my shin or completely locked behind my knee pit or hamstring, right? So we'll go ahead and we're going to start, we'll just say, and you can decide, like when you play these games, you can start it different ways to experiment with different variations, all right? I'm just going to take the best solution right now and have that arm trapped under my hips, all right? And phase one, I'm starting in a full Kimura. The hand is behind the back. And again, I'm trying to complete the submission while he's trying to defend and escape. And it's more likely that I'm going to be the one to win in phase one, right? We're going to work through phases here. It's important for me to take my time, to go slow. I'm not trying to say go and then crank. I'm trying to just gradually increase the pressure, okay? And it's important to know for the bottom guy, you're in a very vulnerable situation. So when you tap is up to you. It's not a big deal if you tap after being stuck in a full Kimura, okay? Give a good technical strong resistance, and if the top partner is doing well, then we're gonna move on to the next phase, okay? Again, as you progress in experience, or whether this is for BJJ or MMA, the intensity level may increase in time, all right? So I'm gonna start in the full Kimura, and I'm gonna try to finish, he's gonna try to escape. Ready? Let's go. Okay, so I got the Kimura. That means we get to move to phase two. If he was able to escape, we would reset again at phase one. I can only move to phase two if I get the tap in phase one. Phase two, I'm gonna have the hand in front of the hip, okay? And he might even have his hands together in this scenario, okay? We drop that leg for just a second. He might just have a little wrist grab here or something in phase two, all right? You can put it back up. But I have the Kimura grip, we're here. So my goal, once again, is to deal with whatever kind of defense he's got, get the hand behind the back, and then finish with the pressure. His goal is to try to defend and escape. All right, ready? Go. Good. If I get the tap in phase two, we're gonna move to phase three. Phase three, I'm just gonna have the arm wrap, okay? So for the Kimura grip, I'm gonna be here with my right arm, the backside arm, wrapping the arm. But in phase three, it's gonna be the other way around, okay? So we're gonna start here like this. Now, my goal is to be able to switch my grip, break whatever kind of defense he's giving me, get the hand behind the back, and then go for the finish. His goal is to try to defend and escape. All right, ready? Go. If he's able to defend and escape, like we totally lose it, again, we just start right back in phase three. Ready? Go. Good. If we get the tap in phase three, we're going to move to phase four. Phase four, I'm going to start in crossbody position with the arm isolation, and I'm going to have my shin on the bicep. Okay? Now phase three, I got to be able to work my way to the overhead position, switch the grip, get the hand behind the back, and go for the finish. Meanwhile, he's trying to defend and escape. If he defends and escapes, we start over. If I get the tap, we move to the next phase. So again, phase four. I'm just giving you ideas for phases. Once again, these things can be tailored to meet the needs of your students or whatever your objectives might be for your class. Ready? Go. Good, and just add one more phase in there if you want, phase 5. I'm just gonna start in a hip-to-hip position, like this, and he can kind of have an arm frame here. Now, in this scenario, he's gonna have to escape crossbody to succeed, but my goal is to get to the arm isolation, and then work, so that's phase 4, and then work through the other phases. So my goal here is to try to work to the arm isolation position, and then work my way through the other phases, okay? So again, the way it works is you start in phase 1, and you only graduate to phase 2 if you get the tap in phase 1. If they escape, you reset at phase 1. Same thing with phase 2, 3, 4, and 5. You don't want to do this aggressively. Take your time, use technical resistance. Make it more about learning than winning and losing, and you can add or take away any kind of constraints that you want. So like for instance, phases 1 through 4, he's just trying to escape the Kimura. But phase 5, he's basically starting out, he's able to escape side control. And then he wins if that happens. But if I'm able to progress from phase 5 to phase 4, now he's back to escaping the Kimura again. Okay? All right, guys, give it a shot, enjoy, let me know what you think.